Well, looks like according to this list, the boys have actually behaved themselves this year for once. Looks like it's time to check in on them. Well, Terry, I appreciate the baby oil gifts this season. Me and Mrs. Claus have been having a blast. I'll forget all those naughty thoughts about Billy you had now.
This is the dumbest person I know. He spent probably 5 or 6 hours on that today.
I didn't spend that long today. I only spent a couple of hours, and I had to rock the glasses today because Terry has his glasses on, so I just want to look the same as Terry.
He's hungover, probably.
I'm definitely not hungover. That greasy Santa was something else, though. I'll tell you, he was glistening. What is up, everyone? It's Sunday. Happy early Merry Christmas. Terry and I actually did not coordinate our outfits tonight. I got online and I was like, oh, we should do something Christmassy. And then this guy logs in looking like, I mean, some kind of elf.
Santa's little helper.
You definitely look like Santa's little helper. What's up, Christopher? How are you? Merry Christmas. No puppy kicking from me. Straight up wins. Jesus. Yes, we saw Jesus and little Jesus. They both made an appearance. So, what's everyone up to tonight? Welcome back.
There you go. I've been waiting for this the whole night. He said before we started this show that his entire setup is shit. And he bought it all from Alibaba. So at 1 point or 5, he would completely get kicked off and he'd have to log back in because his cable was a $6 cable from the gas station. That's what he's working with. So here we are, finally, a real show. We could talk about bracket racing, how much people love it. We're not going to talk about baby oil or Billy. Anything else is pretty much on limits, though. 100%. I mean, he got the cheapest Amazon computer for streaming. For doing this show, the cheapest one he could find. Good to see you tonight, Sam. He'll be back, unfortunately. We just got to wait now. 100% what Santa looks like. We've never seen all the shows. I think he's skinny during the year, but packs on all the weight when it gets cold. %, he's in the ditch. I mean, he didn't make it 45 seconds. Here it comes, watch. Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, just give him a second to fix his mic and his camera and his...
Oh, does it work?
Yeah, no, you can barely hear you now.
Yeah, see? This thing...
Oh, here we go.
Hold on. I'll fix it.
You're ramping in now.
How'd you change that?
How'd I change what?
Did you say change the microphone or no?
No.
Oh. Let me do this then. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How about now?
Same.
Better? Same? How about now?
It's fine.
All right. Whoa, got a lot brighter for sure. It's not the Wi-Fi. Okay, so hear me out. Right before we started, I only brought 2 things from Florida with me. All my streaming stuff is in Florida. So I found an older camera that I had. What the hell? Don't get your tinsel entangled. Anyway, I'm missing half the streaming stuff here. It's all in my trailer in Florida, so we got to make do with what I got. So let me know if you can't hear me. The computer is good. Oh.
Stop it.
Oh. The computer is fine. It's not the computer. I normally have a proper microphone, a proper camera, and proper everything. But today, we are ill-equipped. I don't know what Terry was saying while I was gone, but I can only imagine it was just tidbits of excellent information.
You can ask. It was silence. We just talked about,
All
how
right,
great
awesome.
your stuff was.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. At least one person got back to answering my questions, Terry. Canadian Amazon is horrible. That's facts. So what were you talking about before I rudely interrupted you?
Just how nice and fast your truck was and how good of a person you are. You can ask the chat. I swear. That's what I said.
Anyone who normally tunes into this on Sunday should very well know nothing ever goes smoothly and it's always fucked up. That's why it's the Sunday night shit show. We don't claim to be broadcast experts by any means. Satan's little helper. That's Terry for sure. See? Emmett knows. When we're on here, we do our best to whatever we're doing here. Hang out with you guys. Terry wants something. What do you want, Terry?
I want a lot of things.
See, Stephen knows. Everyone knows who's on here.
Yeah.
See, the regulars know that. When you log in here on a Sunday night, do not expect any kind of smooth operating live feed. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. Cheers to that. So, when's the last time we were on here, Terry? The last thing was Orlando, I believe.
Right after Orlando.
So, what has happened since Orlando? Not a hell of a lot. After Orlando, basically the day after Orlando, we stripped the truck apart. We sent the turbos back to True North Turbo. Nick's going to be fixing up all the mess I made of them when the oil pump went out. So the truck has currently been taken apart. I'm back and forth here with what I want to do because when I get back, we're not going to have a lot of time. I really wanted to move the turbos down so we can put that bed cover on and relocate them, but it's just going to depend on how busy Mike is, and they're either going to be moved now or we're just going to put everything back together. But one thing I did do was fix the oiling system so that now it's all one piece. The pump's connected to the tank. We do have safeties in place now in the tune-up and on the dash, so I can see the oil pressure to the turbos on the dash. So if I see anything weird, if the safeties don't catch it, at least visually this time I'll catch it because we did a lot of damage to both of them. So anyone who doesn't know, if you have 2 journal bearing turbos and you have 0 oil going through them, it is only a matter of time before it turns into a giant bronze shaving mess and the wheels come loose inside of the compressor housings. It's just something I would not recommend anyone doing. So I am heading back right after New Year's. Mike looks like Jeff Lynne from Elmo. No. Helio? Who's that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm going to Google it, though.
Did you see Corey came down? And now look at what he said. I don't know how many years I've been telling him, come down to Florida. Come join us at one of our races here. Come down, come down. I don't leave. I don't go that far. Now he's been to Florida. I've noticed Florida now is turning into the hotness. Did you notice that?
Yeah, because you can race all year long.
All the no prep. Well, I mean, technically you can, but you don't see a lot of racing in the summer.
Crap, baby.
I'm just saying. But yeah, Florida is the place to be in the winter. I've been saying this for years. But now that a few celebrity no preppers come down here, now it's the place to be, it looks like. So, speaking of which, yeah, what else is going on with the truck? That's pretty much it with the truck. I need the turbos back. Once we get the turbos back, we can put the truck back together. The engine's good. Everything else is good. So, Electric Light Orchestra. That's what LO is. Merry Christmas, E's and B's. I'm sunburned and it's 40 degrees currently going. Yeah, you're lucky it's 40 degrees. Today here up north, it is, let's have a gander at how cold it is outside, because I'll tell you it was cold enough I could have cut glass with my nipples today.
Whoa.
Just saying. I got to convert this to Americana. It is, with the wind, feels like 5 degrees outside Fahrenheit.
Pass.
Yeah, no shit. Pass. I'll pass too, but I can't because I'm stuck here. So it is currently 5 degrees Fahrenheit up north. That's what I look like?
I'm just saying. That's
not bad.
I mean,
I could see that. That guy kind of looked like, who's the guy who always used to do the paintings? Bob Ross? It looks like a Bob Ross with sunglasses on. Oh, here we go. This guy. This is what he wrote me today.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean,
if that's the new facts, I'm
dude,
out. I think I'm out. That's it
can't.
then for me.
I
I can't.
Just
I can't.
wherever he's going to run it, we'll go with him. Let's just sign up together.
Well, it looks like we're talking about Little Gangsters, so we might as well get right into it, Terry. It's been 60s here in Colorado. No snow for Christmas. Oh, it's snowy here, but cold. I wish I could argue this and say it's not, but it seems that this is okay. To start off this conversation, I'm going to play one thing. Only Garrett from Fueled by Racing can make something look this exciting. Let me just play this for the fans. This is our boy Garrett, Fueled by Racing's video.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. 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 When it rains, it pours.
I mean, right? I watched that video and I'm like, I gotta see whatever that is. Until you see whatever that is. And then you're like, oh. Garrett can get you hyped, though, pretty much about anything.
Yeah.
I
If I
mean,
could
his
just go
videos
back
can get you hyped for an 850
and
class.
watch his video rather than watch it live, it'd be great.
I don't know, man. I'm so torn here. I get what this is all about, and I understand what they're doing with it. And I've got to give it up to Poland and Jimmy Dale. They have done a phenomenal job in piggybacking some of the biggest events in the country and making this into what it is today. I mean, it wouldn't be what it is without those two, 100%.
Nope.
I just want to know personally, and I put a post about this on Facebook, and it was interesting to hear what everyone had to say, different things. What is the longevity of this? Because I understand from a racing point of view, it's no different than bracket racing. Let's be honest. There's a lot of bracket racers that like bracket racing from a racer's point of view because they can be competitive. You don't need to go crazy with any money, realistically. I mean, 530, you still have to have a pretty decent car. You can't just have a total piece of shit, but it's obtainable. But like you said, watching this racing at different events is not entertaining. And that's just my personal opinion. And I'm not dry hating or whatever anyone says, but it's not entertaining. I don't see like the draw of a spectator point of, there's a reason why you go to all these bracket races in the country and there's 3 people on the stands. Now, I know it's entertaining now, I think, because everyone's hyped because they're celebrities or YouTube celebrities. I'll use the term loosely. Celebrities in our world, I guess. YouTube celebrities that are jumping into the pond here. I mean, Tommy's done a great job and all the power to him. Cheers to him. Fantastic fucking appearance. He's won 2 back-to-back or 3, or I don't even know because I don't really follow it. I can only see the ones that he's in Florida because all of a sudden, like I've never seen my stream so excited about bracket racing. Ever. Like ever. It is now the biggest, like his picture was the top picture of the Christmas tree races in the winner circle. Like that was the biggest thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. My
whole feed was just Tommy's wins at the Christmas tree race yesterday or today. When was the race? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. So this morning I woke up, I open my phone, and it's just one after another. Bang, 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 bang. And I'm like, holy shit. This shit is really like, people care more now about, or supposedly care more now about this Lil Gangster stuff than they do about regular racing. So does that mean now small tires just going to be a thing of the past and these other classes and we're all just index guys now? I don't know. And that's an honest question. Because everyone says, yeah, this is the new hotness. But I don't know. I don't see the draw from a spectator. Like if I was sitting at Bradenton watching that racing, to me, that's, I mean, most of the time when you have indexes is when you go and grab a beer. You know what I mean? Like that's the time to go get a hot dog, grab a beer. That's what I'm wondering. Is it the hotness now because you have YouTube celebrities in it? Is that what making it what it is? Like if it was a no-name, let's say Terry, not even Terry, because some people know you.
I think that the YouTube sensations, all the big no prep guys that we all already like, and the fact that it's piggybacked in with like the Snowbird Nationals, like you can go, even if you don't really want to get pumped on the bracket racing, you get to see all those guys you want to see, grab a t-shirt, grab a hat. You get to also watch some gangster cars in the Snowbird Nationals. It's kind of a win-win when you're at an event like that. Now, on to the point you were going to say, if it's a bunch of just regular Joe Schmoes at your local track, 32-car field, $20,000 to win, are you going to go sit in the stands and watch that for 4 hours? I'm not.
That's
ever.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, get it from the racer's point of view, 100%. And you and I have even talked about it. I said, should we start fucking doing this shit because there's some money in it?
And the answer is always for the videos and for the views and for that kind of stuff. It looks great. I don't disagree. Your car looks awesome going down Bradenton. It looked good. Do I want to do that? No, I don't.
I know, but that's what I'm wondering. Like, is this just going to be a fad for 2026 because everyone's given up on small tire? So now, because the money has shifted into this little gangster stuff, like, I mean, it's a brilliant fucking business move because you're getting the car counts, right? Now everyone wants to be part of Little Gangsters because they see Tommy's in it.
Yep.
I don't know who else is in it. But, Jimmy Dale's always in his races himself. Who else normally, like, celebrity? What? Not celebrity, but you know what I'm saying. Like, who other known people do Little Gangsters? I don't really know. Bradenton really is the only time I've ever even seen these races. I'm not sure offhand. And I tried to watch the Christmas tree race and stuff, but like you said, it's from a spectator point of view, it's kind of painful to watch. Because you see one guy, I don't even understand who's winning and why.
Nobody does.
Because all of a sudden, just a wind light comes on, and I'm like, wasn't he
going to explain it to you?
The other dude? That's the frustrating part from a spectator point of view, because you normally, when you watch a race, you can be like, oh my God, that guy's behind. And then he pulls ahead and boom, he wins. Like, he clips the guy. But this is like a different style that I've never personally watched ever. I'm just trying to understand from, like, fans, like, not even racers. I understand from the racers' point of view 100%. You get to be on the big stage. Like, I get the draw to it. They're incorporating Little Gangsters in these stages where no prep guys never had an opportunity to race in, right? And we're not racing pro mods. It gives you that cool clout of being on, is it on Flow that they run these races?
Freedom Plus.
And you're tied in with Cletus's shit. So I know everyone wants to be part of that. That was a big draw for Christmas tree races too, right? Everyone wants to be in the Christmas tree race because now for that night you're a celebrity in a sense, because you're in front of the millions of people that come there to see Cletus's stuff. Oh, gas, no brakes here.
Thank you.
I'm the same way. Like I was telling Terry, the only way we can do this 530 index is literally if we can dial the truck into 530 on a timer, and then it just cuts the motor on me, or like cuts the power. Yeah, like I understood the beginning. Okay, let's go back in time where all this originally started, which is what I understood in the beginning was they did the 530 cap for like shitty no prep. Let's say a place like, I can't even say Immokalee. What's like a, anyway, let's just say Terry's fucking backyard track. The front side was not very good, so it took a little bit of skill to run a 530, but you could get the odd chassis car, pro mod car, whatever you want to call it, that could run like 5.0s there, or 490s, let's say. So they wanted to level it off a little bit to run the 530 so that you'd eliminate some of these guys that were stomping on little small tire cars, which I understood. And it was a great idea because most of those small tire cars were going flat out to run that 530, right? It was sketchy. It was hard to run a 530. That was the point of it. But when you're going to Bradenton, these guys are cutting the throttle at 500 feet, if not earlier, 450, and slamming the brakes on and then pedaling and going forward. And you see them like, to see who's going to get to the finish line first. That's the part that is fucking with my head, because I'm like, it's embedded in my head that the guy beside me is the guy I have to beat. Do you know what I mean? Like when I look over at him and I see him coming, I'm going to give it more sauce.
No, you're supposed to slow down a little.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And you hear these guys like whopping the throttle before they go through the finish line. So both cars are literally slowing right down and seeing who can go through first. I don't. I get it. Again, like I said, it's big money. That's why I said even for ourselves, I'd like to try it. I just don't know if I don't know if I can do it properly. Like Tommy now has it down to a fine art, and he was explaining in his video how he like draws you in, and you got to dump somebody in the trash, or someone's dumping, someone's going. I don't know, man. It's just it's a difficult thing, but it seems to be the future now. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this the future? If this is the future, like, is True Street going to die like Floyd said? Is that the end of True Street now? Is everyone just going to jump in this 530 index? Then why don't we do 550 index too? Why don't we just do them all indexes? And then you can actually turn your car down even more, so I can keep this motor running for the next 20 years. I'll just run a 6.0 index. Because, I mean, that would make more sense to me. Why push your car super hard? It would be like running a 490 index. Why would I want to do that? It just, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It is the new hotness. I can't deny what it is. And maybe that's just because of the clout it brings with the people that are in it. See, whenever I say anything, though, everyone's like, oh, this guy's hating on it. I'm not hating on anything. I'm just asking. This is more asking a question to the fans, to guys like yourselves that are out here, that are watching these races. Is that entertaining? Like, is 530 entertaining? If it is, I could be completely wrong. I know what you think, Terry, but I'm more asking, like, yeah, like that. Would it be that hyped if it wasn't Tommy? Like, if it was some random Joe Blow that nobody knew, would anyone give a fuck about Little Gangsters? Or do we care because it's celebrities at this? I keep saying celebrities. It's funny because none of these people in the bigger scheme are celebrities. It's easy to go, why don't take skill? I guess it does. Like I said, Jason, I don't know. But again, will this kill spectator count eventually? Like, are spectators going to be like, I'm really tired of watching guys slam the brakes on at 400 feet, and then we don't know what the fuck is happening from there. Like, why did the right lane win? Why did the left lane win? I don't know. Even when I tried to watch some of it, I'm like, I'm so confused. Is it because he left before him? And even when I've talked to Thomas, remember when we talked to Thomas at the track about bracket racing?
Yep.
They were explaining like the split from the reaction time to the. I was like, dude, I have no fucking clue what you're saying right now. This is like some scientific shit. All marketing is full. Yeah, I believe that. That's what I'm saying, though. Is this like the thing for 2026? Because all the big wings came in, and they're like, "Fuck that! Big wings are in. Now we're going bracket racing." Like winners. Is that English?
I mean, I pronounced that as wieners when I read it, but
Oh, wieners. Mike likes. There should be an S. Floyd, do better. Make sure you put some respect on his name. That's top bulb.
no, it's just
Canada must have something in the water to have index so much. What? Canada must have something in
no,
the
don't. You're gonna have a stroke.
I gotta read it out loud again. I don't know if Floyd's fucking drunk or on meth today, but Canada must have something in the water to had index so much. Laugh my ass off. To hate index. That's what it must mean. I gotta translate fucking code here.
Mm-hmm.
If you can run a 550 but can't win in small tire, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, I guess.
As a racer, sure, I get that.
I can see from a Jimmy Dale and Paul presumptive. Well, yeah, I can see from their point of view, they're making a killing off this thing now. So it makes sense. And they found something that people like. I mean, that's the facts. If nobody liked it, they wouldn't have 64 car counts. Right? Both Bradenton events have been sold out, have they not?
Yes.
Yes. So then people are into it. That answers the question. So maybe no prep is coming to an end, and this is going to be the new thing. I think backside will always be backside heads up racing because there's no way to do an index. But I think on the front side, this is definitely going to be one of those things. So then maybe on the front side, we do have to start doing this, Terry.
I'm busy that day.
Don't be like that. 519. Oh, I know. Everyone's doing 530 index. Now, this is what I'm getting at, though. If everyone's starting to do this, Terry, this might be something we need to look into. Look at all the different events now that it's all, look. Little Gangsters sold out. Corey's thing, 5,000 on top. Little Gangsters. This one, 30,000. Little Gangsters. We got even some Canadian guys. Now it's 530 Outlaw. Same shit. Little Gangsters. John brought it in for his front side. It's like, see, Little Gangsters, 530.
Thank God we got the man. Is that your thing echoing?
What?
What?
Is there an echo?
I can hear you. I can hear me and yours.
Really? It should only be going through my set.
I don't know if everybody else can hear that. Now I can't. A little
better?
It's better.
Oh, I don't know. So yeah, I guess I don't know. It is what it is, right? It seems to be the popular thing. It started at Yellow Belly. I'm still catching up on comments here. Poland said the boards would be on next year. I think we might as well at this point. I think it would be, from a spectator's point of view, a lot easier to understand if we could see the boards. Because I don't understand it. Mike has a... Oh, yeah. That's what we dial in for. I'm trying to get into Daily Driver. As a promoter, you should reach out to them and see what they charge for letting... I already know what they charge for that. I talked to Jimmy Dale about it at
War in the Woods.
War in the Woods. Poland said boards on for 10.5. Do you think it would... Now, here's a question for you guys. Would it take away or add value to keep the boards off or turn the boards on? That's a legit question. Racing ain't like it used to be. Oh, yeah. We're on glass number 2. Slow is fast. That's true.
Would you get caught up? All the big guys are in here now.
Who are the big guys?
You got to scroll to the bottom.
I know Limpy's in here. That's the only guy that's a real celebrity. Right here. The OG of OGs.
Keep going.
I've been thinking about Limpy all week. Make sure my brother's okay. When Tommy was on the table, he said Little Gangsters don't make as good content. I agree. If you look at 1320's video, Terry went through it today to try to get some Little Gangster shit. There's none of it on there, right?
The final was on there.
The final.
Yeah, I went through the whole thing thinking they were going to have some good video, but
bracket racing has always been big down south. Doesn't mean no prep is dead. I hope not. Only the racers like index racing. That's what I'm saying. So for the racers, it's great. And I get it.
I agree.
We run the Sandbagger class. How many cars do we have in Sandbagger? It's normally one of the biggest classes for car count. But ask me how many people are watching the Sandbagger races at our races, and you'll see everyone goes and gets tacos. And I mean, people who are with the cars, whatever, that are representing there, definitely watch. But I don't think... Have you and I ever watched the Sandbagger class? I mean, I maybe watched 1 or 2 races.
Me?
Yeah.
You know how I feel.
It's not Cletus or Tommy making it popular. They had over 60 at Truck Fest in Dallas about a month ago, too. It's interesting. I'm learning a lot. That's facts right there. I agree with that.
I don't think popularity. I mean, popularity does come from car count. Don't get me wrong. I think the big question is, if it wasn't these big names, would you go sit in the stands and watch it for 4 or 5 hours? That's the
Oh,
question.
there we go. Jason's on here. I don't think you will see a ton of no prep frontside events next year. The slick style prep is definitely the future. Huh. Yeah, I think now we're starting to see a bit of a divide. I agree with Jason too, because there's a lot of cars that can go fast, and that's why I think Happy's doing that clocks on race. I think that's why Corey does that big 10-5 slick prep race, is because a lot of guys like Jason's got a killer car, Billy's car is killer,
they want to let it
Max's car is killer. There's a bunch of other guys. I don't know their names. I know their cars, but there's a whole group of like killer 10-5 cars now. So he might be onto something with that. I just feel like all the not slow. I hate to call them slow guys, but all the guys who don't have those killer cars are probably all going to jump in this little gangster stuff for now, because that's where the money is, right? Everyone's always wanting to chase money. If you can offer $20,000, but see, the key to success here, let's do some math together, because
I hope this is very.
Oh, I definitely got a calculator so I don't sound like an asshole. I could do this in my head, but I just want to do it to confirm what I'm thinking. From a promotional point of view, if you have 64 cars times 300, it's $19,200. If you offer a $20,000 pot as a promoter, that's a brilliant fucking move. Because you say it's $20,000 to win. You put in $800 and you're there. It's $20,000 to win.
Sure.
So I get all of it. I get where the math comes from. I get where, and now with the popularity that it has, you can go either way, right? You do a 32 car invitational. If you don't think you'll get 64, offer 10 grand to win. You're in the same financial boat. It's brilliant, really. Because you know you'll get those 32 cars, because there's a lot of guys that can run 530s. Racing was always about budget racing. See, here's the other thing, though, I find funny. When we hear the talk about budget racing and this and that, how come hard tire never took off? Hard tire is a challenging thing, but there were a couple of guys that figured it out and went fast, and it like instantly killed hard tire.
They figured it out too fast.
They figured it out too fast. It's almost like they set the bar right away and said, oh, we can run a 530 on a hard tire. And that class just instantly died.
Yeah.
Small tire, 150. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. On a front side, for sure. But didn't we predict all this fucking years ago? When we said, you should limit the chassis and stuff on the front side. And everyone was like, no, gangsters only. You guys are dumb. Shut up. Well, here we are.
We're going to limit it.
If you turn on... Why do you think that, Cody? We all know they run less than 530. What is the board's going to tell us? Oh, that guy ran a 530 and that guy ran a 531. We know they're not going less than 530 because a lot of people end up breaking out. I like the boards off. Okay. Like I said, everyone has their opinion for this stuff. Turn boards with no slips. I just think as a spectator, it would be easier to understand when you see a guy win or lose why they won or lost. It's very confusing to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You already know the index is 530. There's no hiding that. So if one guy lost and he ran a 527, like it's not like a no time deal where they could be running way faster. Garrett doesn't like our luck here.
He loves that.
A good announcing system to keep spectators informed draws them in. Yeah, that's true. Bradenton does have a good, you watched. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
Was the announcing good for the little gangster stuff?
I mean, why can I hear myself still? It was good.
Yeah, my speakers aren't on, so I don't know why you hear yourself.
It
The
was
announcing
good.
is good. Board's on for the finals. Yeah, it's interesting. I like hearing back from you guys. I mean, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, we worked so hard to gain tenths. Now we're going to basically work backwards and slow it all down. Am I at the bottom yet, Terry? Oh, fuck.
No, keep going. Happy's in there.
Bracket racing equals big car counts, low spectator count. Heads up racing. Small car count, but big spectator count. Mike is the face of Sandbagger. Floyd, I ran Jimmy Dale all out at War in the Woods. Trust me. There was no sandbagging there. I'm just horrible. I need to work on my bracket light. That may also hurt me in this bracket stuff. I'm probably not going to be very good because I'm not fast on the tree.
Waiting on the green.
Yeah, I'm sitting there waiting on the green. That guy's 2 cars out on me already. There's no grudge racing. Why not? You can call someone out first round if you want. But it's the big names, and it's stacked, and it's tight racing. Wheelies, crashes, all of it. Big hype on the line. I don't know. I had a salty about it in the start, but it grew on me for sure. Okay. But again, I go back to my original statement. Is it like that because of the people that are there? And will it continue? Let's say right now Tommy dominates this field for the next year and wins every race from here until next December. Do you think the car counts will stay the same? Or do you think
No, I think like anything else. Anybody
people will be
dominates,
like, oh, fuck this class. I'm not donating to that guy.
they'll find a different one to go to.
Best thing that has happened to normal prep. A lot of your faster. Honestly, this. Jason, they'll most likely not come to slick prep or not come to regular frontside no prep. Is that what he means, Terry? Because he's saying slick prep is the best stuff, best thing to happen to normal no prep front sides. A lot of your faster guys most likely will not come to the slick prep, or they won't come to the old style.
Regular front side, he said.
What happens when the same guys who keep winning? I know, that's like all racing. Maximum return on minimum investment. That's true. I mean, with these big payouts, then what's the excuse?
I mean, you're 15 minutes behind.
Oh. Okay, want me to just jump to the bottom? There.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm at the bottom. Car count will drop. Same rules. They enforce the same. What did I miss? Regular front side. There, he answered my question. So more fast guys will wait until slick prep, I believe is what he's saying. Because they can go faster.
Happy says board's got to stay off. It'll take a little bit to explain, but he'll be on the table tomorrow.
Yeah, Ben, I wouldn't go to bracket race. They're paying $25K a day. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's just Poland and Jimmy Dale do a great job hyping this class, and it's working, and that's awesome. 5:30. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I was asking in the beginning of this. Where did you see Happy's comment?
It was right above Jason's.
I didn't
There.
see that.
There.
Fist bumper. Lil Gangster says boards. Little Gangster should stay boards off. All right. I like the way it adds a challenge of really thinking what to do to make your opponent go too fast or go too slow. It's crazy every round. Oh yeah, no, I agree. That's what I said. It's a completely different skill set. of what most heads-up racers are used to. You basically have to change your whole program. Like I was saying, I'd almost set up the truck so that it just kills everything at 5:30 so that I can't outrun that or do it at like 5:35 or some shit. I don't know. I'm not a bracket guy. It's hard for me to fathom all this. I don't see podcast. No, I don't know what that is. Did I miss a previous comment?
Which one?
They're bracket racing for 40K in Immokalee right now, and no one is hyping that up. That's true. I mean, but like I said, like Terry said, actually, I think it's the venues. It's very smart to get into these venues of places where people would normally not be able to race at our caliber of racing. Like, we don't have cars that can normally go to Bradenton and run at World Series of Pro Mod, let's be honest. But this class has opened the door.
Or with the Snowbird Nationals, or I mean, with none of those.
You have to really understand all the forms of drag racing to really get it. Fair enough.
Definitely.
I get it. I just like to have discussions on here. That's really what this is about. It's not bashing any classes, any kind of racing. It's just to understand what they had 120 cars that registered for the Christmas tree event. They had to pick 32. Ain't no other class out there getting that. Which I understand. And again, like I said, it's because of the venue. And do you think they would have 120 cars waiting to sign up for 5:30 at, again, Terry's backyard front side track in Alabama, whatever? Or is there 120 cars waiting because they want that online clout to be on the Christmas tree race? That's what I'm asking. Is it truly because they want to race that race, or is it because they just want that caliber of online clout? That's the interesting thing I'm wondering. We all know as soon as you have class killers, the class dies, need something new. Cool. So maybe this will be it this year. 5:30 will be the hotness this year. And those guys, like I said, Jimmy Dale and Poland have done a fantastic job advertising this and building up their class, and they deserve this. I hope it takes off for them, and I hope a lot of guys do this if that's what they want to do. I was just trying to understand it all more for myself. Like I said, you're going to see guys running 5:30 at 68 mile an hour. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm driving down the road. If you want to have me on, I'm bored. Sure. Send Jason an invite.
I already sent it.
Okay.
He's probably going to have to, I don't know if we're friends. He may have to look in his junk, but I shall.
Jason, look in your requests. Look for Terry Vanderlinden, a.k.a. Terry Tickles.
Don't stop.
A.k.a. He's got a lot of aliases, but that might not be on his Facebook. But he sent you an invite. I can try to do it too if we don't hear back from you or you can't get it. I think they just want the. I think so too. I mean, being part of the Christmas tree race is a big deal to clout status, because you're in front of. How many people come there to spectate that? Like, everyone loves Cletus's shit. So
I heard it was sold out, but I don't know how many they can have before they're at capacity.
50,000, or is that being crazy? No, that's.
I think that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that can't be that.
Unless you're at an NFL football game, but
5,000? Do you think that place holds 5,000?
That's what me and Gator guessed was 5,000. 4,000 or 5,000 people, spectators.
Yeah, 4,000 to 5,000 car spectators, enthusiasts. So it's good for if you have a brand, or if you're trying to build up a YouTube channel, or if you're. I mean, a majority of the people you see get accepted into those things get accepted because they have some kind of
following,
something going on. Mm-hmm. They need to be known. That's not normally like some random fucking dude from, oh, I just drove up from Omaha. No one's ever seen me or my car before. Probably won't make the 32. I agree with the statement 100%. The boards and slips carved down climates. I think Jason, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're in the motorhome.
Yeah, I'm driving. Look, Brad's driving.
I got you. You're like, oh, I'm driving back. I'm like, he might not want to be on a live if he's driving.
No, I'm not driving. Brad's driving.
Now it
And
all makes sense.
My little man just fell asleep on my chest, so I was like trying to crawl out from under him. We're road tripping back from the Christmas tree race.
Sweet.
Nice. How was it?
Man, we had a really good time. It was a tough weekend, just with the Biffle tragedy, and then
that's true.
we lost a close friend Saturday morning. So Alter Street Racer, just really good friend, man. And they found him, he passed away that morning. So, and we found out, kind of right as spectators are coming in, and you got to put on your happy face. And it's kind of a tough day. So
Absolutely.
So we kind of had an small issue with the car that cost us a round win. And I was done anyway. You know what I mean? I kind of just.
Yeah, when you're not into it mentally, it's not the same.
Yeah, it just wasn't. So we made the best of it, man. We got to love on people, got to talk to people, and that's really what it's all about, man. I think that we lose sight of that so much. We want to be competitive, we want to do all this stuff, but at the end of the day, it's getting us out of the house and being with like-minded people. That is the most. That's the biggest part of it. You know what I mean? And I think when you look at these classes, like my dad. I don't know how much you guys know about me, but not that I'm not anybody. I'm just me. But I've been around drag racing since I was 4 years old, or 2. I went to my first drag race when I was 2 years old. And I went to every NHRA race on this side of the East Coast. So during the summer, I was at a drag race every month with my dad. And I hated drag racing. I thought it was the most boring thing in the world. So the way NHRA Superstock works is my dad, that was the class of his age. All right. So most of those guys are between 60 and 80 years old that do this. Their rule book is somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 pages. That was what was popular when he was young. So all those guys kept doing the same class. So my dad is 83 years old, and he started racing super stock when he was 30. So we don't produce that longevity anymore. People just quit way too easy. And
that's true.
But anyway, like back then it was a super popular thing. Well, somewhere around the late 90s, it really started backing off. So what happens, and this is just a tale as old as time, man. Like in the beginning, people come to the circus, and that's what pays the circus. Then eventually, people get tired of the circus, but the circus wants to go on. So then the circus starts paying for the circus. That is the evolution and the reality of drag racing. Is things will only be popular for so long, and then it will roll over. I've watched that. I'm 36 years old, and like I said, I've been drag racing since I was technically 2. That cycle never changes. When Brad and I opened our shop 10 years ago, radial drag racing was everything. They would have 65 X275 cars at lights out trying to qualify. Everybody that called my shop was trying to go to lights out. Well, then about 5 years in, that changed. Everybody was going no prep racing. And now it's changing again. And really what happens is just you see the popularity of things come and go. Some guys stick to certain things. Like most of our high-end customers are still radial guys. And it ebbs and flows. So, and what I meant by the little gangster comment is I have a ton of friends that are big money bracket racers. So they travel around and they do, the $1 million deal. They do all this stuff. They'll, their entry fees are like $1,500 for those big deals. Because again, the circus is paying for the show. Well, the magic of Little Gangsters is you've taken away the timing system. So a draggy and a VPS is only so accurate. Big money bracket racers study tickets, like what you said. Even heads up guys. If you're a heads up racer and you don't know what a back split or a front split is, you're
Yeah.
already way behind. So what happens though is these guys are so good at dialing stuff in. I'm not going to say you're not going to beat them, but that is what they do. So what's happening right now, and the Bradenton race was a perfect example of it. You had a guy in a car that was one of the $1 million deal winners. You had another guy that was a very, very arguably one of the best bracket racers of his time down there. There was two of them. I forget their names because I'm not in that world. I know of that world, but I'm not in it.
Yeah.
And but so what happens is that slip not being there, they can't dial stuff in like the way that they normally do. So in drag racing, we have to mix worlds to keep it successful. What King of the South did, and there was growing pains, but when King of the South came on the scene, that was your first time you really mixed radial guys and no prep guys, which was awesome. Now that's what the slick prep stuff's doing, is you're having guys from both worlds. And that's
I
what
got
Little
you.
Gangsters is doing. Is it's blending no prep, radial racers, and big money bracket racers. That is the best thing in the world for our sport, because now you're getting to meet guys that you never would have met because they're over here drag racing. They love drag racing. They think it's the best thing in the world, but they're not going to come over and meet you because they don't know you. You know what I mean? So sorry that was super long winded, but that's
No,
my
that's fine.
explanation.
So is that why you think they should leave the clocks off? Is just because it leaves that element of uncertainty, I guess, is what you're saying?
And it makes it to where the actual bracket guys can't come in and dominate.
Yeah, exactly. Like the times have changed a little bit, but like my dad when we were racing super stock. So the way super stock works is, and this is the evolution of heads up. Okay, so super stock is broken up into A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. It's this whole line of letters. Okay, so that's under the whole class of super stock in general. The way that you fit into A, B, C, D, E, etc. is you take the shipping weight of the car, and then you take the horsepower rating from the factory, and you do some math, which they have all that worked out, and then that's the class that you fit in. Okay, so
Okay.
like my dad's car, for example, runs a class called Super Stock J Automatic. All right, so it's a J car and it's got an automatic in it. So the J and the stick and automatic cars are broken up into two classes. So when they qualify off an index that you should be able to run under. Okay, and then whoever runs the farthest under their given index is number one qualifier, number two qualifier, so on and so forth.
Oh, I gotcha.
So then once everybody's qualified though, you now bracket race. You have to dial the car in. So what's really cool about Superstock is at the big events, they still have 130, 140 cars. So it's really cool. And then within that event, what they do to keep it fair is they let you race heads up your specific class. So my dad would run all the J automatic cars. So what I'm getting at is that class is the epitome of where we could go if you're talking about rules. Right now you got 50 pages, everybody's broken up into different things. And like, to give you another example, like my dad has a 305 cubic inch small block in his Camaro because that's what came in it. All right.
Yeah.
It's got a tune port throttle body on it, stock cylinder heads that are stock CC valves. It has to be the compression ratio that it was when it left the showroom floor. So it's like 8.5 to 1 compression or something. That thing makes 600 horsepower and it's been 960s at 3,000 pounds. So,
Awesome.
and that motor has cast cylinder heads on it. Those cylinder heads alone are cost more than what most guys in small tire pay for their engine. So what I'm getting at, when there's a will, there's a way. My dad at an NHRA race, it's about $300 to get the car and driver in, and he races for like $2,000. So
So he's doing it for fun, not for the
everybody-
money, for sure.
Exactly. And like, a lot of times I think no prep racers are spoiled because we're
Oh,
always,
100%.
we want to run for all the money, right? But like eventually if we want to keep doing this, like we have to give back to the facility. We have to give back to the promoter. Or it will turn into an NHRA where they take everything.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying a while back. I was like, remember the days we used to go and race, and you weren't racing really for any money. There would be like 60 cars we each bought in for $250, and it was to win like $1,000. And that was the payout, $1,000 and a trophy, right? And that's how it used to be. And you did it for that trophy, really. It was more for that piece of plastic than money.
Yeah. I think we've lost that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not anybody. I don't know. I look at my dad and he's just built different. I don't see a lot of people that resemble my old man. I wish I did.
Well, I tell a lot of people too, a lot of times, like, we don't go to the biggest money races or anything like that. Myself personally, I like trophies because it's something I can show my son. You know what I mean? Those are things we mount at the shop, and the money comes, the money goes, right? You just end up putting it right back into your program anyway. So
Absolutely.
you can't show off money. So to me, the trophies are always the cool part of events myself. That's my personal look at it.
I agree. I think we've got way too much on the money side of things, even with the trophy thing, right? Like my dad has a bunch of NHRA Wallies, which I think they're the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the money's gone, but his trophy room full of Wallies is still there. And I don't know. I think that's a good point though, Mike. I think that we got so done up by the money that we forgot why we're doing it. And then, there's still guys like my dad that are, figuratively speaking, still racing for a plastic trophy and spending money hand over fist and loving it.
Having more fun.
Well, I agree too. Because I get odd people, you'll hear it every once in a while. Well, we're not going to show up because it's not guaranteed money. It's not 10,000 guaranteed. It's not 15,000 guaranteed or this or that. And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not in the financial position to guarantee that amount of money for anything, to be honest. So we just try to make cool trophies. So at least worst case scenario, you walk away with decent money and you still get a really cool trophy to take home, show your family, friends, whatever. Because that's just how I've always been. I prefer cool trophies over anything, realistically.
Absolutely. Well, if we win that night, the first thing my little man asks is, where's our trophy?
Yep.
He don't ask where the money is.
No, he doesn't care about the money. Absolutely. We used to get trophies from a local race up here that were 4 feet tall. And when my son was four years old, the trophy was a little bit taller than him. And when I won those, he would be over the moon. He's like, I can't believe he'd be holding this giant trophy. And this little kid, I used to love that shit.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, and I think the reality, man, I love these conversations because everybody's trying to save drag racing. They just have way different opinions on how to do it.
Yep.
At the root, it's all good, man. Like, we're all in the same boat. We're trying to keep our boat floating, which these are good conversations. And like, and like, that's awesome. Let's keep doing that. Let's save, like, drag racing really doesn't need to be saved, but everybody wants it to continue on. And, I'm keep talking about my little man, but he's 4. I want him to be able to drag race, right? Like, I've built my life around drag racing. It's everything to me in some ways.
Yeah, as well, 100%.
So we want it to be good, but I think that if you break it down, like, you take all the BS away, right? All of it. If we have good friends at the racetrack, we'll keep coming back.
Oh, for sure.
That's really what it is, It's good community is what we're looking for.
Yeah, and myself personally, I just like to have discussions about this stuff. It's not flaming anything. I like to hear other people. Like, we use this show on Sundays to talk to everybody because it's interesting. I like to hear other people's feedback about stuff. My opinion's my opinion. You have your opinion down there. Terry has really no opinions, but it's interesting.
He's just really thinking about it.
Terry just takes it all in over there. He just chills up there and he takes everything in. But Yeah, I just like to hear because it's cool now with these online shows you can do and stuff because you get racers on here, you get spectators on here, you get promoters, you get like everyone from the whole racing community. So you get all the different kind of angles from everyone, which I think is awesome.
But I'm lucky, man, that I've had the experiences that I have. Like I don't take them for granted. Like I've seen what my dad's went through for years, and then, I have friends that do the bracket race stuff, and I obviously have a ton of friends in no prep and radio, and and everywhere, and it's just we are the big family of drag racing, So it's cool. I just really like what Little Gangsters is doing as far as bringing that other world together. I like what the slick tire stuff's doing and bringing the two worlds together. And if the more that we can race together, the better. Like when you start talking slick prep, now you can bring pro mod in, which pro mod is the coolest class to watch. So Stevie Fast isn't going to bring his pro mod to a no prep race. Just not going to happen.
That's true.
But now, like thanks to West Buck and what they're doing down there, like, man, you're getting guys like little old me that's getting an invite to come down there to race at the same stage as the Prog Mod guys, which is awesome. And man, that might be my stepping stone to get into a Pro Mod. I don't know. So it's awesome.
No, that's what I was saying. I think them incorporating Little Gangsters was a segue, or not even a segue. It opened up a stage that most people couldn't acquire normally. You know what I mean by that? Like the average guy is not going to be racing at Bradenton at World Series of Pro Mod. That wasn't a thing before, but now it is a thing because of that class.
Well, and I think that's what you're seeing. Like, your smaller events are having trouble because they're not they're not these lifestyle events. I don't really like that term, but it's best I can come up with. Are like these destination events. They're just not that, So, and I think people don't have as much money. This stuff is expensive, so if you're gonna pick 4 or 5 events a year or 4 events a year, you want to go to where, hey man, if I get put out, I get to go watch Pro Mod. That's cool. So.
We're getting a lot of comments asking now that you dropped that little hint if you're going to be racing Pro Mod next year.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have any rides lined up, but I'm
He's taking sponsor applications right now. You can email him.
I actually, man, when we were at PRI, we did the prayer breakfast, and I got to meet Antron Brown and Angel Sampay. Angel is a bike rider. That's where Antron started out. Now they're both in Top Fuel, and Antron like legitimately said he would love to try to get me in a fuel car, and I was like, dang, that sounds cool. So I felt like a little kid, like you mean I could get some throttle wax in a fuel car? That'd be sick.
Oh yeah.
Did I see you guys on stage there together a little bit?
What's that?
Did I see you guys on stage there a little bit?
Yeah, man, we got to kick it and have a conversation. It was awesome. They're really good people, man. We had a really good time.
Sweet.
But
yeah, isn't Jimmy Dale doing some radio stuff now next year? He got somebody offered a car or something, I remember reading.
Yeah, it's he's going to drive a class called LDR, which if you're not familiar with that, it's limited drag radial. So basically, got to have factory front frame rails. Firewall has to be in factory location, and then they have an array of different combos at different weights. But basically, they run like 390s, high 380s. So
that'll be fun.
Yeah, really, and they do it. LDR is really impressive. Like they do that at most of those cars weigh around 3,000 pounds. So very, very impressive class. They run on a 325. I'm sorry, 295 is the tire that they run on. So
gotcha.
It's a little different. RVW is on a 315. LDR is on that 295. So just a little small differences. Most people probably don't know the difference, but due to my occupation, I have to. So.
Yeah, of course, 100%. No, that's awesome. Yeah, it's cool that people are starting to branch out into different things as well. I mean, this sport has gone a long way from what it started as. That's for sure.
Well, you just see where people enter the hobby at, right? Like where you enter the hobby at is where you want to keep the hobby at sometimes, right? Because those,
Oh, for sure.
you know, even my dad, man, like I always pick on him, but he's 83, he's seen all this stuff, and it's when he started, he raced at a little drag strip close to us called Thornhill, and he had a '66 Corvette, which we still own, which I'm stoked that we do. And he would drive it to the track, and he would drink beer and eat chicken, and then he would go drag racing every Saturday. And he actually made his car payment by winning drag races. And he
wow.
tells me that that was the most fun that he ever had drag racing. And you know, he raced for 60 years after that, and I think for 60 years he was chasing that original joy that he had when he first started. And I think that's for all of us, right? Like we
I feel
get
like
in,
that.
and it's so, you know, wherever you enter it in at, that's when you have the most fun because you're satisfied with a slower car. You're satisfied with just going down the racetrack. You're satisfied with one round win. Well, then what happens? We're no longer satisfied with that.
Yeah.
You know,
you want more. It's worse than
then
drugs.
The whole snowball rolls.
Yeah, 100%. No, that's very true. That's a very honest statement. I agree 100%.
I've learned a lot from my dad. So
Happy says it's nice laying in bed watching this.
Well, I am laying in my bed happy. I'm just in the back of the toter.
Boyd said, I am more than happy to be where I am because it's what I can afford.
Absolutely. That's amazing. This is a sport for every man and woman, right? But it is a sport for all, which is really interesting. You know, most motorsports, if you're talking about NASCAR, if you're talking about Formula One, all that stuff, I mean, I'm not saying that anybody can't make it, but it's a lot harder. Anybody can go to their local drag strip on Friday night and, you know, run down it. My first pass ever at the drag strip was in my motocross van called the Red Dragon. And I went 19s down the drag strip. And I was 21 years old when I did that.
That's awesome.
Man, when we started, just to encourage the people that are on here, I kept this close to my chest for a while, but it doesn't really matter now. When we started, we had never built a race car before in our lives. So in 10 years, this is where we're at, and this is what we're trying to do. So I just loved racing, and I sacrificed my life to do it. And keep in mind, man, like you can put rules on anything, you can do whatever you want. But there's people that will sacrifice everything to go fast. And you can't, like one of my best friends in the world, he raced X275 back in the day. He's a multi-time world champion. Dude's a UPS driver. And he started out as a part-time UPS driver. Him and his wife lived in a trailer, a single wide, so that they would have more money to go drag racing. And they both drove like $400 cars. Yeah. Hard to keep a guy like that down.
Oh, 100%. And the nice thing about drag racing too is, like you said, anyone can really do it with whatever they want. And then you just pick grudge races with people on the same level. Like if that's the kind of racing you want to do, you can always just grudge race. You don't have to be getting involved in like shootout tournament style races. I mean, I have a ton of fun just grudge racing people. You know, find someone who's on the similar level as you, and then just have some grudge races. It's always like, if you like racing, you like any kind of racing, really.
Well, and I think when people yell about rules and wanting stuff, that's what you're saying. Like, the reality is people want to race, people that are on a similar skill level to them, people that have a similar car to them, and people that really have about the same income as them. And that's what they want. They don't.
Well, you want a chance to win. Like you're not going to go out and line up beside a pro mod on slick prep and think that you have a chance in hell of
Agreed.
winning
Yeah.
that race. It's nice to race people that are on the same level. Like I like racing tailgate only for the fact that it's people who have the same challenges I have with the same kind of chassis. So they're always very close races. You know what I mean? You're racing similar vehicles, I guess.
Yeah.
And that makes it fun because to me, then both of us have an equal chance of winning.
Well, and you have to feel like that that is what keeps you coming back. And I mean, at the end of the day, I know everybody hates on the index stuff, but every class in the world, if once it has rules, is actually an index class. They just don't tell you what the index is. They're just trying to keep it to that index. So,
well, yeah, they're trying to limit this. I get it.
They're trying to limit it based on the rules, but when we're talking about smaller events, when you go to South Georgia and you race lights out, or you race a radial deal, or tech takes a whole day. It takes a whole day to go through tech. So you're talking about a Friday night race at your local racetrack. You can't do that, boys. You know what I mean? We don't have that much time in the program to do this. So I get that people get mad about stuff like that, but I understand why it is the way it is at your local stuff. Not that we can't do better, not that there's not things that we can do, but the more that we put on it, the more that we turn into what my dad does.
That's true.
50 pages.
Yeah. I don't want to go through 50 pages of anything. I could barely go through the 1 page of shit they have.
Yeah. Well, it's cool, man. Every year people find the gray areas. Even 83-year-old men, they keep finding gray areas, and then the next year there's more rules.
Yeah, if you look hard enough, you'll always find gray area.
One cool thing that they did for a while, so it's a regular small box Chevy head, and the spark plug obviously goes in on an angle. Well, they made adapters that spun into the plugs, and they had a different plug that they put on it to change the angle of the spark plug going into the cylinder head.
Oh wow!
That only lasted a few races, and they outlawed that.
Yeah. Well, that's like everything now, right? As things come into the sport, they decide if they're going to outlaw them or not. Like that was that whole True Street, and it's still going on. Like, should True Street cars be able to have these big wings now, and all these different aspects of new stuff that's coming out? Because it's different, right? And people look at it as an advantage or disadvantage depending on how things are, but there's always going to be something new. Every year someone's going to try something because that's how this sport works.
Same problems, boys, different years. It's all
basically. And people are always looking for an advantage, right? Everyone wants an advantage of some sort, like figure out if it's aerodynamics, if it's how to make more horsepower, if it's how to lighten something, or whatever it may be.
Absolutely. If my screen just goes black, it means my phone died. So I'm just warning you. I'm about 10%. So
no problem.
I don't have the generator on, so.
Oh, there we go. True Street rules are being released Tuesday. True Street Tuesday. There you go. Finally. I need to know how to set my truck up this year.
Yeah, we need an in-depth deal on the turn signals app. In-depth.
Yeah, we need a 2-page book on how exactly the
2
turn
pages. That's how it starts, boys.
Fucking turn signals.
That was the best thing. I love that. It was fun. It was so fun to laugh about. People take stuff way too serious. We gotta laugh, boys. I mean, it's funny. We're not curing cancer. We're sending cars down a straight line.
Oh, it's definitely interesting. I like gray area stuff. I find it exactly like you said. It's funny when you see what people come up with as, bending the rules per se a little bit. Everyone's going to try to do something. I do it myself.
You really need to. You should reach out to John Sears and try to get him to come on and talk with you guys. He's the father of X275 Ultra Street. He is, he's turned into a guy that comes in tech stuff. So John is awesome, but he's seen so many things and his career over the years. Like, just really, we actually did a podcast with him. It was really cool. I asked him about some of that stuff, and um, he just laughed, because he laughed, and then he would write a new rule. And when X275 started, it was like 1 page rules.
Yeah.
Now they're on like 10. You know what I mean? So it just, racers are crafty. They're always going to be, and that's never going to change. And you find an issue, you add a rule, but like I said, it gets sticky. The more that we add, the longer it takes.
Well, yeah, like you said, they're gonna just. Yeah, I hope it doesn't get to a 50-page book of rules, because that's when it gets real annoying. When you get down to like nut and bolt ruling things out. But I see that. I see what every year there's a couple more. They add a couple, especially in like street style classes. Small tire has pretty much stayed pretty consistent being small tire, but the car counts have also dropped a little bit with that. So the daily driver classes and stuff like that are where you start to see those rule books come out.
Yeah, those are tough, man.
It is, because everyone has a definition of what they consider a daily driver, even all the true street stuff. As soon as you put street in any kind of class, it opens up a whole fucking can of worms, because one state says this is legal on the street, another one says it's not. Like, there's all those rules of what a street car is, and everyone, there's 500 definitions of what a street car is.
That's kind of what the cool thing about the NHRA is since it's this big, it's this big conglomerate, right? Like, everybody that races the NHRA hates NHRA. But NHRA, it's like the bond that holds them together. But that NHRA is not a person. So, like, it kind of takes, I don't know, it's just fun because, now, like, no prep and stuff, and the reality is really small. It's a small community. Well, when there's an issue, man, everybody gets mad at that one guy, right? It's not like, we're not mad at NHRA, we're mad at you. And so sometimes I think we need a organization, but that's
I would honestly, for the racers' point of view, I think it would be great if there was an organization of like, and there kind of is, but not really. I mean, you have the main promoters, I would say, dealing with like Happy, Corey, Limpy, Chris Lane, like the guys on the table, etc. Are what I consider
they follow the same rules.
Yeah, and they follow the same rules, which makes it, and I try to do the same with our events. It just makes it easier for a racer to travel, because then he knows, this is kind of like the rule set. But the other problem is there's so many other promoters and race organizers that have their own classes, do their own thing. I think it would be very hard to get everyone on like the same exact page on everything. They'd all have to be on that sanctioning body, being whoever these people would be.
Yeah.
But it would be nice. I would agree with that. I think that would be sweet. Then we know
can just hate whatever the sanctioning body is.
Yeah, exactly. We can hate those
guys suck.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, listen, man, these aren't my rules. I'm just fucking copying the rules they sent me.
Yeah, here's a 1-800 number. You call
that. Yeah, call that. You can bitch
have
to
a suggestion box at the trailer.
There we go.
You said your
association. That's funny. Well, I appreciate you coming on here and giving us the feedback on the
no worries.
The index stuff. I'm just interested. I'm interested. Like, I see kind of the wave turning here. It's becoming more and more popular. So I just like to hear what people's opinions are, and if it'll stay the same, or like you said, clocks on, clocks off. Why we'd want them on, why we'd want them off. You know what I mean? It's interesting to hear different people's perspectives.
Well, I understand like the tomfoolery, right? Like, people, kind of always want to see, how they lost or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, if you don't trust the people that are putting on the race, then just don't go. Like, it just is what it is. Like, you kind of have to trust the process. And I think, the process has turned out to be pretty good. Like, And really in my life, and I think you guys, I mean, everybody's like this. Whatever you water grows, right? Well,
Yeah.
them boys are definitely out there watering. You know, they're
Oh yeah,
trying.
for sure.
They're trying their best. So it's, you know, and that's definitely they're living the fruit of their labor for sure. They try very, very hard at it, and yeah, they do. It just is what it is.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I've been saying this all along. They're very good at promoting that style of racing, and it works because it's getting a lot of interest from a lot of different people. And like you said, you're getting now some bracket guys, and yeah, they're I know.
Jimmy Dale, really funny, so it's like it's a mess.
Jimmy Dale, the YouTube guy, is an asshole, but Tom is really actually a cool dude. Like when you just sit down with him,
Tom
and
and Jimmy Dale are two different people.
Yeah, very different people. That's what I always say. I say, don't listen to that Jimmy Dale asshole. That guy's a dick, but I like Tom.
Yeah. Well, you should really have a conversation with. I know you've had a conversation with him, but you should talk to him about some of the things that's made him so quick-witted. Like when you pull the layers back of people, it's fun. You figure out why people are the way that they are and what knits them together. And, you know, like I said, Tom and Jimmy Dale are two different people. I would say, I know this because I'm close to him. I think he's doing a way better job of combining the two, right? Like to where he can be, you know, more just Tom all the time instead of being Jimmy Dale. Because, like, man, it is a lot. You know, people expect him to kind of turn it on when they see him, and some days you lose your.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Yeah, he doesn't want to do it either. Yeah, I've sat with Tom for a while, and just me and him chilling, and yeah, he's awesome. I love hanging out with him. And then as soon as the camera comes around, it's instantly, you know, it flips to this other dude, and I'm like, who the hell's this guy? But I like it, and I get it.
Yeah, different. Yeah,
I get what he's doing. He's, you know, he's putting on a character like a lot of people do because that's just what it is nowadays. For YouTube stuff and
well, you got to put on a show, man.
Yeah, you got to put on a show, or nobody, you know, nobody will follow you. Nobody's interested in you if you're not a character, right?
Yeah, that's a tale as old as time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, brother. Well, we'll let you go. Get back to your. You gonna have a nap now, or what?
Nah, I'm gonna hang out and keep Brad company. And
how much longer until you guys are back home?
I think we're gonna get home at around 11:30. So thanks for giving me something to do for a little bit. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Been driving all day.
Yeah, I feel you. It's not very close.
I appreciate what you guys do.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for what you guys do for the sport, man. I appreciate it. You know, so
thanks, Jason.
It helps all of us make a living, and yeah, it takes all of us to make this ship go, boys. Every one of us.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
Dang, look at my mood lighting up there. That's for special occasions. You know?
you put that on just for us to come on here for Christmas?
Yeah, I forgot it was up there. It's pretty sad. Yeah.
Well, hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas, and everyone else there.
Thanks, man.
It's a great time of year. So.
All right, enjoy. See you guys.
All right, brother. Talk to you later.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
I like Jason. He's a cool dude.
He's very good for the sport.
Absolutely.
Very good.
What's up with you, Maxwell? Well, let's finish off this show with, I wanted to get to all those clips you had. So we're going to run through some of the Christmas tree race this weekend. Tom said when we were at the top end of the track.
Oh yeah.
Well, he says that to me all the time.
Once you know him, that's the first thing.
He's like, "Hey, you better not lose this race because when I come back, I am going to talk shit about you."
I'm gonna have my cell phone out, and you were junkie.
I said, "No problem, brother. It's going to go both ways, though. So you better win as well because when I get back, I'm going to shit talk the fuck out of you."
We should have talked about a couple of these clips first. I got all Tommy's rounds because he won, so I'm sure everybody wants to see his passes. The first couple in round one, I have the Fig in there just because he's one of our local guys. A couple
Terry,
of them,
listen. These are your clips. We're gonna let you
Listen.
fucking run it
Yeah.
however you want. I just
was
gotta
so-
throw in one thing before you start this. Fuck Michael Buis. I smoked his ass in go-karts.
That's
Ugly
alleged.
Duck is slow as shit. Okay, carry
Some
on.
will say that's photoshopped.
That ain't Photoshop. All right,
Some of
Terry.
them- some
all
of
on
them in
all
here-
on you. Taking a piss.
Listen, let's just, you know what? He ain't worth a shit.
It's about time you do something on this show.
Oh, hey.
So now's your time to shine. All right.
I was taking notes
And-
in case we
and
were gonna
with
talk
that-
about it.
Welcome to tantalizing Terry's what was it? Christmas tree race clip.
He is by far the dumbest person I've ever met. See, I tried to set him up with some clips here, but we're gonna play round one. The Fig Mustang, local guy here, so he was one of the first one or two pairs down. So I clipped him and a couple more. Then we'll get into your boyfriend Tommy's runs. Here's the first one.
Just like everything else, trees must be lit and attached first pair. Brandon McLeanis in the left-hand side, the C10 pickup truck. Justin Arotisi in the, looks like Ford Mustang over on the right-hand side of the racetrack. Glad I have the Freedom Plus live stream to be able to look at all the different camera angles, because up here in the tower it gets a little confusing to see. Now, Mustang looks like he moved first. We're going to have to wait and see which side gets the wind light. It'll go to the truck. As the Mustang made the move first, could not see who got to the stripe first, but Brandon turns on the wind light. Now, the Mustang could have gotten there first and went too quick. I don't know. I don't have any data to be able to show you.
I mean, that explains it all. That's bracket racing. That's the end of the show right there. Round one, Tommy. We'll just move right past that.
Go. He will stage up against a very unique 1970 Chevelle on the right side. This is Rick Fletes. He's out of California with the Duramax swapped Chevrolet Chevelle. Now, I didn't stutter. That's a diesel-powered Chevelle, and it has been in the 8-second range as a legal drag-and-drive vehicle. He has got the task of trying to upset the favored Tommy Hoskinson left side. Let's blow a whole bunch of black smoke out of the right side as Fletes gets in. Tommy answers it. How about a wheels-up diesel? Tommy takes advantage and gets out in front. But Tommy will get there too much and turns on the wind light for Fletes. And that is a huge upset. Wow.
So to explain,
I'm back.
they both actually had comp buys. They didn't say that when you were watching it. It was a little confusing. Both those guys had comp buys round one. They decided to run together. Tommy didn't actually lose there. I heard that he did go faster just to see what the car was going to do, but they actually both moved on into round two. They didn't say that.
Yeah, there was something with the comp buy, right? They both had comp buys.
They
Confusing
both had
as
comp
shit.
buys, and they didn't say that during the stream, so people thought he lost, and he really didn't. I got all Tommy's rounds. We can go through. I just wanted you to hear some of the commentary, but you just left me hanging.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Terry, it's been 2 years now we've been doing this show, and it's about time you step into.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about this one? This is a rematch of 2 weeks ago in the final round for $20,000 at the Outlaw Snowbird Nationals. Tommy Hoskinson left-hand side, Gage Birch right side. In what was considered a victory by inches, Tommy Hoskinson in the SRC-based and Gen 2 Garage Falcon got the win at $20,000. They will once again by chip draw match up here. Gage Birch on the right side, behind the wheel of the Motion Raceworks El Toro single turbo Mustang with the tree up front. This man has won over $500,000 at a single drag race at under 21 years of age in his career, so he knows what he's doing. Both of them going at stage at the same time. It's anybody's everybody's races. They are once again side by side, and this time Gage Birch turns on the win light. He evens the score with Tommy Hoskinson at 1 each, and in a good race, Gage Birch turns on the win light, and the Motion Raceworks car will come back for round number 3, and somebody lost a Christmas tree. There is a Christmas tree down at the top end of the racetrack, so hang on a minute. Got to figure out who that is. Watching on the replay, it looks like right there at the very end, the Christmas tree came off of the Motion Raceworks hot rod. Just blew over. Now, it did so after the finish line, so we have to wait for judges' ruling on this one.
He lost.
Yeah.
Came off.
No. Hold on a minute. Whoa. What's the rules for that race?
Well, I went back and watched what they at least showed for the drivers' meeting, and it says if the tree comes off at any point during the pass. To me, if you're past the finish
the pass was already over.
That's what I thought. If it falls off in the pits, do you
controversy? I like that.
I thought.
Yeah, he wasn't making a quarter-mile pass, so once the 8th mile passes, anything can happen after that. The pass is done. You already won.
I thought so too, but apparently not.
Who makes that call?
They went to the officials.
Who is the officials?
You know,
Cletus?
He says the officials will make that call.
So hold on a minute. I didn't see that. So he made his pass. He made it past the 8th, which he did. We could see in that video. And then the tree came off on D-cell. The pass is already done then.
I thought the same thing.
What happens if you turn the corner at the end of the track and it falls off, or falls off going to the pits?
On the way to the pits. I agree. I don't know.
The pass ends at the finish line. Like, that's a pass.
That's what I thought. They called him. They took it. Gave it to Tommy.
Shut down. Oh, yeah, that's wild. So he beat Tommy and they kicked him out because the tree fell off?
Yep.
Huh. What does this say? The shutdown is included. It's not until you get to return.
So on the track period, I guess.
Oh, okay. So they said if you're on it, because it's saying the tree has to stay on for the pass, technically would mean once you're past the finish line, the pass is over.
Yeah. But that's not what they meant.
Oh, Cletus and Poland are the officials. Maybe. I don't know. That's what he's saying.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who.
Pass includes the shutdown. Okay. See, I'd be a little, I don't know. I'd be a little cheesed at that.
Yeah, but
there it is.
That's the rules. That's the
If
rules.
at any point the tree comes off on the track, you're
on the track.
So
that makes more sense. So he took
that
out.
Sucks. What a shit way to lose.
Yeah, so that was the
Fucking
final
tree
from the last
falls
one. Tommy won was those two guys. They were.
I know.
So to go.
So
out
he
that
actually
way,
technically he beat Tommy, but then the tree.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
man, Tommy's got some horseshoes.
dude,
That's
got
wild.
a comp by. Then he got that win and rolled into round 3 here.
I mean,
The nitrous fed car on the left-hand side. Tommy looking to continue on with the turbo car. He picked up $20,000 to win here just 2 weeks ago, and wants to find the winner's circle once again, and he will stage last as Perez is in and ready. They make the move off the starting line. Tommy coming around him, and Tommy Hoskinson will turn on the win light. Troy was off the mark first, but Hoskinson pulled around him by just a fender at the finish line.
he didn't pull around shit. He slammed the brakes on.
Let's calm down. Somebody just mentioned it, but the other thing I didn't talk about yet was the stickers instead of trees this year.
Hold on. That announcer just said that Tommy fucking pulled around him on the big end. Tommy slammed the brakes on.
I saw multiple cars. that didn't have trees. They had a sticker.
What do you mean, the sticker? Like a vinyl sticker?
Yeah, the car that just ran Tommy, Troy Perez. It's a sticker. Same with the Corvette from round 1.
But I thought it had to be a lit tree.
It's got lights on the sticker. They put lights on the lights.
Okay.
They put lights on the roof.
I mean, hey, bro, that's gray area. I mean, if there's a tree and there's lights on it, that's good enough for me.
A sticker's not a tree. Let's just go back a second.
We got to teach. Listen, Floyd, we got to teach this guy about gray areas. He doesn't understand. A tree does look like a tree.
It looks like a cartoon. Lights on it. It looks like a cartoon tree. Yeah.
Oh, it's a tree.
No, that sticker don't grow in dirt.
Did it say the tree had to be a natural tree?
It says it's got to be a 6-foot tree. It doesn't say it's got to be a 6-foot sticker. It says it's got to be a 6-foot tree.
Next year,
in what definition is a sticker a tree?
I would like to know why the motion guys put a tree on the nose of the car like that. That is the worst place to put the tree. Why would you do that?
You're stuck on the loss.
Yeah. If they would have laid the tree down and strapped it down like a Griswold's Christmas, that fucker would have been on the roof.
I got it. Don't worry. Floyd he's coming through for me today. Between that, check this out. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's amazing.
That's the tree that was on multiple cars.
Brilliant. They gray area'd the fuck out of this event.
That ain't gonna work, dude.
No, I agree with you. That's bullshit. But hey, did they let it through?
I mean, he raced. That was round 3 there. He took some people out with that sticker.
Well, if he got through, then Tech let it through. I blame Tech.
We needed protest Floyd, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Floyd wouldn't have let that through.
Not up in
here.
Not
a fucking chance.
Let's get through this. Semifinals. Tommy's gonna win. Earmuffs. Spoiler alert. Here we go.
With the twin-turbo LS underneath the hood. His brother Billy wheeling him into the right spot. Now it is all on the drivers. Both of them deserve to be here based on how they have driven so far. One of them will face Evan in the final. It'll either be Ford Ranger versus Chevy Blazer, or it'll be Ford Falcon versus Chevy Blazer. Which one? Ty is in. Tommy is in. Tree fires. And both of them are away. Hoskinson left side. Timer on right side. Win light Hoskinson. And for the second event in a row, Tommy Hoskinson goes to the final round of Little Gangsters, this time with $10,000 on the line.
Tommy Two Guns at it again.
Hey man, he's got that index shit down pat.
He did. Him in that car.
We're on number 4 tonight.
Don't get him fired up. We're almost done. We got to get through this.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Into the finals. You ready for this? Banger.
Can't wait. Who slams the brakes on harder? Let's see it.
It's put into the beams for the final time tonight. On the opposite side, Pixley also getting in the right spot. The crew step away. Tommy already in the pre-stage. And now Evan will join him. And it looks like we might have a little bit of a staging duel, folks. Neither driver wants to go in first. Both of them want to sit there and think about it for a little bit. They're going to think it over. Now, with only the pre-stage lights lit, folks, keep in mind there is no protocol. But it sounds like Tommy is ready and he puts it in. Now Evan Baxley has 7 seconds to answer, and he's there. Tommy looks like he makes the move first, left side, but Evan right alongside at the finish line. Tommy Hoskinson will keep the win lights coming, and for the second straight event, the Hoskinson family claims the top prize in Lil Gangsters 530 and will take all the money back to Ohio.
You know what I love more than index racing?
Staging duels?
Staging duels.
I knew it. I had to keep it in there. I had to leave that in there for you.
That shit is so dumb.
Oh.
I don't know what the thing is with, and some people love that stuff. They're like, oh my God, they get so hyped. What are we getting hyped about? 2 cars waiting to race? Let's get to racing. That is, you got me, Terry. Got me right on the final video.
Listen.
That was definitely box. For sure.
Just saying.
What is with staging duels? Please, somebody inform me if that's entertaining to anybody. I've had people do that to me, and I'm like, what's this guy doing? Let's fucking get to racing. It doesn't burn down the transmission because you're not on the brake. You're just literally sitting there. You're both sitting there idling. Like, oh, cool. Let's see if my truck will go over 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, no, it won't because it's a street truck. So I'll just sit here with the fan running for fucking 20 minutes and we can sit here all day. I mean, I don't know. I've never understood staging duels. Maybe it doesn't even make sense. Is that when like a guy's got a filled block and you really want to try to fuck him over? Yeah. There's 100% agreed, Freddie.
I didn't think it was going to get you that fired up, but
see, Garrett's really, I don't know. We're going to have to, Garrett's slowly switching teams here, I think. I got to talk to Garrett when I get back. I got to bring him back to reality. We got to bring him back to some heads up, street shit, fucking.
I think he bought a house in Bradenton. I think he's just.
I got to pull Garrett back by his underwear. Back to the. We're losing him, Terry. Garrett, we can't lose you. You're our favorite media, one of our favorite. I can't say our favorite because we like Ben too, and we like Corey. Who else do we like?
We like them all.
That's true. We like them all.
That's what we're supposed to say.
Look, the end. It gets the people going, Terry.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Staging duels are gayer than AIDS.
You know what gets the people going?
On here live.
You know what gets the people going? 630 at 211 mile an hour.
It's a Pro-Charged 363 cubic inch small block Ford. Based on their previous performances, Casper on the right-hand side has got to be a huge favorite here. But in drag racing, as we see all the time, it is whoever gets to that finish line first without mistakes. We just saw an upset in the last round. As Turbo John had that one in hand and let Kevin come around him, will we see another upset right here with Viola upsetting Casper? Both of them staged. Here we go. And left side goes for the whole shot. And it will not work as he turns on the red light. And Casper, how about 633 at 211 miles an hour? Casper answers the call and says, hey, I'm going to go ahead and set my own record right here. 633 with a 2 at 211 miles an hour for the Chevy Camaro on the right side. A 411.
Thank you, Terry. You brought me back.
I saved the best two for last. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
You ever heard of this little guy? He's got this little truck. I think he goes by the name Maximus.
Oh, he was there?
You know that guy?
Oh,
little black. It's a full size truck, but it's a little. I like to call it the little black truck.
Supposedly, full size trucks aren't fast, is what the rumor was. But I mean, I could be wrong.
So I think so. He ran Casey Max, and I think it would have been a great race.
But
Casey Max lifts ahead in this pass against Maximus. So, and then Maximus goes on to win. He faces Turbo John in the finals, but the Casey Max pass.
Oh, Turbo John was there?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Oh, shit. He was in the finals?
Turbo John was in the finals against Maximus, yeah.
God damn it.
But I think the Casey Max one would have been a good race. I don't know how that would have turned out in the end, but here it is.
To our second matchup, and it is a big one. Ryan Mitchell, the Firebird, guy who has won almost every no prep. The compressed air-based Firebird on the left side of the racetrack, and he has a tough opponent on the opposite side. The 5-second pickup truck known as Maximus, Ray Morton. He ran a 5.97 at 242 miles an hour earlier this year at World Cup Finals in Maryland. We never knew what the Firebird could run because he normally runs no time. He's going to line up here against the truck. Who will get the win in this very, very interesting round one matchup? So Ryan Mitchell left side, Ray Morton right hand side. Mitchell is in. Morton is in. Firebird gets the whole shot. The truck right alongside him to the finish line. And Maximus will pick up the win. 6:04 at 209 miles an hour as Mitchell has a lot of smoke come out of it and goes 6:45 at 184. Not what I expected.
God damn, I need one of those trucks.
It's so nice too. It's
So
not
sick.
even that it's fast.
I love that truck. That truck's so gangster.
He's all over my feed every day. So
Mine too. He's been on my feed for years.
yeah, it's crazy.
I've been
That and
That's
the guy that's
legit.
building that and the guy that's building that one out of his garage, that red one.
Oh, Janix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it's
guy.
been like a 3-year build, and that
I
thing
can't
looks
stop
so
looking
fucking
at that one
sick.
too. Anyway, we're getting fucking sidetracked there, but he's got his shit together too. That's going to be a nice truck. But yeah, Casey Max got out on him a little there. I without that wheelie and of course lifting ahead, that would have been an awesome race, I think.
Chris, still no excuses. Still gay.
Okay.
I'd hate
That
it.
was the
Just
strategy.
fucking
to be gay.
yeah. If your strategy was to be gay, you can come back to Florida and hang out with us.
Listen, after seeing the outfit they were wearing, I can't do it.
You can't take Chris seriously dressed like that.
No.
I would have came in and just double bulbed him. Boom, really fuck him up. Right off the rip. 7 seconds. Let's go, bitch.
If me and Mike decide to do this, this is what our pass is probably going to look like. I feel bad for this guy.
What happened? His parachute popped?
He hit the parachute.
Oh, that sucks. That would be our pass.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Oh,
Ah,
that's
that was a girl.
brutal.
Oh, that's even worse, I think.
Why is that worse?
I mean, I feel bad.
That's
even worse
rude,
for it.
Terry.
No,
It's a
I don't
girl.
mean it's
That makes it
worse.
even worse.
I don't mean it's worse that it's a girl that's driving. I mean, I feel worse for them
Yeah,
because it's
sure,
a woman.
Sure, bud.
You know what?
It's even worse. It was a girl.
No, I didn't. It's
That's
great
what
that
you
it was a
said.
woman. I just mean that
Oh, fuck.
you guys know what I
Look,
meant.
look who's still in your backyard.
He fell asleep one time I was driving him around. I got a video of it. Snoring.
I have a video of him eating bread with me across the table. Never seen a human being consume so much bread. Yeah, that sucks. Popping the parachute right on the starting line. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
phone that blew up.
and gave the person something. Sweet. So they moved on anyway.
Normally, you can't do that.
I don't know how that works. You just give it to them anyway.
Yeah, you can't do that normally. Yeah, Maximus's truck is fucking badass. That's a bad unit, man. For a full-size truck, it's probably mostly carbon and whatever, but even still. Just to have that truck chassis.
See, you know what? I thought we were on the same team here, you know?
Boyd, you better watch out. Terry's strong.
No.
Terry brings his strong arm with the band hammer, so you're
You know
you're
what?
treading thin ice here. Terry's banned a few people.
No, I've never banned anybody.
No, we don't ban anybody here. We don't give a shit. You say what you want.
First for everything, though.
We'll post whatever you post. This is an open platform for everybody to share their ideas and everything. Yes. It's on tomorrow night or Tuesday?
I heard some people chirping about it that he mentioned it was on tomorrow, not Tuesday.
Yes. Chris had a special bread delivery to Orlando.
Multiple flavors of bread. Yep.
We gave our spot to John. How do you guys give away spots? I don't know how that happens.
And why do you guys get to make the decision? Why not like the track or the waiting list or fucking
Yeah. Billy's out now. Tommy's in.
pass?
No.
Pass.
Terry still loves Billy, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. OG Street. We're making the changes. Rule me out. Never happened. You want a radio? We'll throw a radio in the cab. You want AC and heat? I got electric fans and electric AC. Whatever you want. You make the rule. I'll make it happen. Yes. The 17th is going to be, for people who don't know. Oh, we got a few announcements, actually. Number one. It's Redemption 5. I messed up the original flyer and put Redemption 4, which was last year, but it is Redemption 5, January 17th at Immokalee Regional Raceway. The track is open for one last season, supposedly. Hopefully more, but we'll take them as we get them. Absolutely. So anyone who wants to come racing with us, this is all heads up. No index outside of Sandbagger, which is an awesome class for people getting started in this sport. Oh, Terry's switching over to business mode.
My fucking head's cooking.
Party's over. So there's that. We also have big announcement. New shirts coming out in 2026. Bam. The new shop truck shirts. So we will be getting those ready and will be on sale at the tent. The new shop truck shirts came out amazing. I'm super happy about the design. That is not it. So anyone wanting a shop truck shirt, these are going to be sold wherever you see us racing, basically. There's no online sales anymore. We did the online thing. It doesn't really work. It's hard when you're trying to ship out of Canada. It gets too expensive. So now all merch is sold on site. So sadly, you have to come see us to get it in any of our merch. But the shop truck shirt, there it is. After multiple revisions. So if anyone wants one of those, again, will be on sale at our trailer. What are you laughing about? Mike,
Yeah.
grade your cage. Why, you don't like the 850 cage? The problem with the cage in my truck is it's not an extended cab pickup. And most people that do a 25.5 cage is in an extended cab. I'm 6'2" and 240 pounds. When you put a halo in a regular cab S10, it is very hard for a larger person like myself to get in and out of the truck. That's the only thing holding me back. We may add a couple bars where we can, but I don't think I can put a halo in there. That's the problem.
I told him to climb in from the passenger side, but
I'm gonna have to climb in from the fucking roof. That's the only way, or
Yeah.
through the windshield. It's gonna be the
Get
only
you a
way to
hatch.
get in.
Get you a hatch like NASCAR has. Open it up. And
I mean,
just
I don't disagree. I would like to upgrade the cage too. The problem is it's a very small pickup truck. Yeah, Billy's fucking half my size.
And rich as shit.
Yeah, well, that too. I mean, I have a rich friend that I do a lot of these podcasts with, but he hasn't been buying me anything. Actually, that's a lie. He bought me a badass water bottle, tactical water bottle, in case I go to Iraq or Afghanistan. I'll be ready for war.
That guy.
Just to let you guys know, anyone who sticks their hand in Terry's Trackhawk, you better watch your fingers because the motherfucker carries a hatchet behind his seat. Okay?
It's small.
I have never seen a human being carry a hatchet inside of their vehicle in a holder, like a tactical hatchet built for war. But this guy,
You never know these days.
I don't know if he's part-time CIA or he's tied into some shit, but he's got a lot of tactical shit around. It's making me question our friendship.
I won't step out with it, but if you get your arm in my
Yeah,
Jeep,
if your
it's
arm,
not-
if you
there's
stick
no
your arm
good
in Terry's
scenario.
Trackhawk, he may hand you back your arm
yeah, there's no good scenario for that. I'll tell you.
hand first. I didn't say I'm big. I just said I'm big for an S10.
The fucker's big.
Yeah, that's big. You're not even going to fit in my truck at that size. Must have an edge on it.
It's got all the edges on it. It's got an angle for any which way I put it. Stabbing, slicing, hacking. It'll do it all.
Oh,
Holy-
Terry is like a modern day Boy Scout. You'll see. One day when you guys meet Terry and you drive around with him, you'll get in his Jeep and you'll be like, what the fuck? Where are we going?
You never know.
Yeah. Terry's ready for war at all times. That's what I'm saying. What else, Terry? What else we got? I can use the counterweight on the back, so you got to ride far back.
Yeah.
You got to hang on like JJ the Boss because it rides wheelies, so you better be prepared for that.
We might need them up front. You keep messing around.
Oh, Floyd, this year in True Street's going to be fun, my friend. You better be prepared. Your daddy's coming home.
See,
Okay?
you can't say that out loud. You can say it when you're there, but you can't like
Oh,
proclaim that up front.
I'm
You gotta
proclaiming
whisper
it.
that. You gotta whisper
Big
that. in
Wing,
the
Big
stage
Wing is going away. We're going back to regular Wang, and we're
He's
gonna
gonna beat your ass.
spank that ass with the regular Wang. There's gonna be no protest. You can walk around my whole truck. I'm gonna turn the turn signals on with the little turn signal thing I made. Damn, it's gonna be fresh.
Just do a pre-race tech.
That's right. I'm gonna put Floyd underneath my arm like a newborn.
Okay. Now we're getting a little carried away.
Hey, we're gonna carry Floyd around the racetrack like a baby, like this. Say, your reign is over, young man. Your daddy's coming home.
I hope so.
He had a good season last season. It was good for him. Next year, a new
He
season.
killed it. How many races did you win last year, Floyd?
Floyd won a lot. That's because I
20.
didn't get to show up to any of them.
20.
I'm just saying.
You think he dodged you? He looked at your schedule and he went everywhere else.
Yeah, I
you
got
think
no
so?
wang. We got a regular aluminum fucking. It's already on the tailgate. The mesh tailgate's going. I got the metal tailgate with the proper wing, bed cover. That street truck life's coming out.
12 this year.
Yeah, 12 this year. 12 wins. Next year, whatever event I don't make it to, that's what he'll get a win at.
12.
So it depends how much traveling I want to do.
It's awesome.
No, he did really good last year.
Yeah.
I am not going to dig or die on fucking Christmas. Like, That is the stupidest. No offense to them, but for a reschedule, that's probably. I think they rescheduled to the day after Christmas. Imagine trying to pull that one off. Oh, by the way, I'm going racing.
Yeah, honey.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
Sorry, gotta go. Yeah, I can't pull off dig or die going to fucking no. Not on fucking box as we call it, Boxing Day. Floyd, this is the only time you're gonna get to win dig or die, so you might as well take it and enjoy it because you and the other 4 cars that'll be in Extreme Street. This will be your best moment to shine. I know you'll be there. I would be there too. Honestly, if it wasn't Christmas Boxing Day, as we call it in Canada, the day after Christmas, I would have been there too, but I can't pull that off.
This is the one there's going to be no stream, right? Nobody will get to see it.
No, there'll be no stream and no cars. So now's the time to win that DOD. No, I'm not even kidding. That's why I wanted to go to it. I was like, fuck, there's going to be nobody there. Your odds of winning are very high. I'd love to win a dig or die.
That's one, yeah, for the show.
You got to be smart. See, Floyd is smart. Oh, there you go. Australia calls it Boxing Day as well. The day after Christmas up here, we call it Boxing Day.
Is there boxing on TV or something?
Look at this guy. He just keeps going. It's not no balls. It's fucking Boxing Day. Not only that, what am I even saying? I don't even have turbos. I'm acting like I could go, even if I wanted to. I have no turbos in the truck. The truck's in Florida. I'm in Canada. There's no fucking chance. Yeah, but they actually go. I don't know. I think dig or die will always be dig or die, but it definitely got its reputation by having live streams. Let's be honest. Live streams are what shows everyone what you're doing, or else it's just a local event, right? Like no one would know what we're doing up here.
I'm on it. I'll see you there. I might be driving, but
yeah, Terry's. You know what? Here's the deal, Floyd. If Terry, I'll talk to the turbo guy. If Terry can go put my truck back together and physically drive my dually end truck down to South, I'll fly there and meet him there, and we'll race.
Sounds good. Wait for me.
If we didn't do lives, like if Ben hadn't have done lives of us up here, of any of that stuff, you would never know we even did no prep up here.
No, it's
that's the thing I don't get about the live stream. The live stream's a great advertising tool for showcasing your event, right? Like, why wouldn't you want to have a live stream? I understand they say it's not bringing spectators, but I'm not going to fly to South Carolina, North Carolina to go to dig or die. I'm going to watch the live stream, and then I'm going to be like, oh, that race looks awesome. I'm going to pack my shit up and go.
I could be competitive there.
War in the Woods is slammed with spectators from all over the world, and why is that?
Because it's
because of live streams that have showcased the racing there, and people are like, holy shit, I gotta fucking be there. You know what I mean? I think so. He's in the chat, so I'm sure he'll answer. Garrett's our boy. We take Garrett everywhere.
Yeah. He's on.
I mean, we definitely have to have a waterboarding with him and straighten him out again because he's starting to get a little weird, but
he said a lot of gay stuff tonight.
Yeah, we'll fix him. He's probably drunk or something tonight. We'll forgive him. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think not doing a live stream is probably not beneficial to anyone's race. I mean, I'd like to have as many media people as we can at our races because it just showcases our race.
Yeah.
There you go. See? Now he's mad. He one-lined us.
Yeah, he yelled at me the other day for that.
He one-lined you, Terry. He's mad at you.
I was doing something. No, you pissed me off or something, and I was one-lining him, and I had to apologize because I was taking it out on him. I had to say I was sorry.
We love Warren in the woods. I love Warren out there, too. He's a good dude. This is the best post I've ever read.
Jesus.
Let's run it back for the people in the back. You can't watch it. Don't care about saying it. Ain't going to be there. We love Warren Woods. Live
Warren
streams are the cat's ass. So piss on Digger. Die. We don't care. Amy Moore.
That was beautiful.
Oh, that's perfect. I would write it just exactly the same way. You know what it is? I like when people talk into their phones and it makes a comment or something.
It is
and
one
it
of my
corrects it
favorite
all.
things.
Oh yeah, and then you actually read out loud what it says.
I have
I've
to every time.
I'm talking in my phone to respond to a text, and then I read what it wrote. I'm like, that's not what I said.
It's the best.
Yeah, see, I told you there was something wrong with him tonight.
Freddie knows.
You need Jeff Thomas to give it. No, we know Jeff Thomas is very well.
Right in the ditch.
Amy Moore, Google it. You'll find her. You'll
Be
find her.
careful. You're not at work or something.
Terry Wilson had more beers than me. It's possible. It's very possible. I will never refer to dig or die and anything else going forward.
You just changed the internet right there.
I'm with Jeff Thomas. Fixed times. Fic times. Am I drunk or are people writing some fucked up shit tonight?
I love it.
I'm looking at shit and I'm like, is that me or is that the actual what it says? Because it's fucking me up. Okay, Terry, we better sign off. Shit's out of hand. I gotta put all these empties away. Sundays really hurt my liver.
God awful.
Yeah, there's some broken English in here. Fuck times. That's Terry's favorite time of the day.
Fuck times, yeah.
Yeah, it must be the glasses. It's my ELO glasses.
He's slurring his reading.
You are, Freddie.
Yep. We're gonna just
Surprise!
have
Hey,
you start the jump cam. Yeah, you start the jump cam and then
you
run
run
out, turn around, flag it, and then go back and
Oh, look at this guy. I can't wait, Floyd. I'm getting a custom sticker made for my tailgate. You'll see it a few times this summer.
well.
Just for Floyd. Merry Christmas, John. John's got a full schedule coming up this summer too, so check out 519 No Prep or 51 Pro. Oh fuck. Let me start that. Rewind. John has a full schedule up north, so check out Pro Street 519 on Facebook group. He is a Canadian promoter. No, it ain't gonna be that nice.
It'll be by Floyd.
Yeah, with two middle fingers like this. Yes, Chris Lane will flag for bread. I have to talk to Chris if he's still in Florida. Maybe we'll recruit him again because he's local.
Yeah. Everybody loves Florida that comes.
Come on, Freddie. Simmer down over there. It's Christmas. We're celebrating.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
Christmas.
Anyway, thank you, everybody. We appreciate all of you guys. Hopefully, you guys have a Merry Christmas. Have a good time with your families and such. I don't know if we'll be back before the New Year's. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. No idea. But stay tuned on my Facebook page. We always post up when we're going to be online. We try to do every 2 weeks minimum if we can. But we appreciate you guys all coming out, hanging out with us. We hope you're safe, you and your families. Stay safe. Enjoy some drinks and time off with your family. I'm definitely taking some time off, some much needed time off. And the new year is going to bring more badass races. We have our race on the 17th. We have the truck race the weekend after that. We got another full schedule starting in 2026. So Stay tuned. We appreciate you guys, all of you guys. And yeah, we will. Anything you got to say, Terry, to your fans?
No, I'm gonna stop talking now. I've been talking the whole night.
You have been
So,
talking a
getting
lot.
little, yeah, a little raspy here. I'll give
Well,
these guys a break.
Thank you, everyone. And oh, wait. Yeah. We're out. See you, Terry.
Yeah. Attention all newcomers. This is not a game. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you feel me? This is life. Let's get it. We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So look, I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Yeah, in spite of the odds, I go get it like I'm a boss. If they step to me, we toss it. Look how I done lost. And that's what keep me on my toes. Ain't no regular Joe, ain't no hanging the gloves on what's ahead, still ain't enough. Pushing kilos like it's weighted repetition, maximum reload. Look, I'm sick with it, legit right off the jump. 24/7 every month. When I say something, make the bass bump, where there ain't none and it can't come. Can't get no sleep when the competition doing the same. So I shed blood to show my pain. Hustle, 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 hard, hustle.